Prince Harry's blistering swipes at William, Kate and Charles laid bare as he plots UK return. In his bombshell book, the Duke of Sussex railed against his royal kin, which resulted in an enormous aftermath. Many people predicted that his relationship with the royals would never be the same again as a result of this. Since that time, it seemed as though Harry had been living a totally different life with his wife Meghan Markle in California, where they were working on a variety of projects respectively. On the other hand, it has recently been asserted that he is eager to resume his life in the United Kingdom, and to begin moving among his old friends and acquaintances, with the possibility of being accepted back into the royal fold. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. However, would it be possible for his royal relatives to go past some of the most shocking allegations that Spare has made after meeting them with utter silence? In this section, we review all of the assertions that the Duke made in his book. One of the relatives that Harry brought up in Spare was his older brother Prince William, who was included in one of the book's most incendiary charges. Harry delivered a great deal of criticism to Prince William. The Duke of Sussex asserted that his brother had previously knocked him to the ground during a heated argument on Meghan's behavior that was deemed to be difficult with staff. He made the following assertion: "He put the water down, called me a different name, and then came at me. Everything took place in such a short amount of time." As an additional point of interest, Harry stated, "He grabbed me by the collar, ripped my necklace, and knocked me to the floor. I fell over the bowl that the dog was eating from, which broke beneath my back and caused the fragments to cut into me. After lying there for a brief period of time, becoming dizzy, I eventually got to my feet and ordered him to leave." "You mean that you attacked me?" Harry challenged William after he was ordered not to tell Meghan about the confrontation, according to Harry. William reportedly asked Harry not to tell Meghan about the confrontation. The response that his brother gave was, "I did not attack you, Harold." As at the time that Spare was made available to the public, it is said that the relationship between the brothers had reached a vulnerable state. However, they both went to the funeral of their mother's brother-in-law, Lord Robert Fellows, which took place last week. This was the first time that they had attended the same event since the coronation, which took place a year ago. However, they sat apart and were not seen speaking to each other during the funeral. It was previously believed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would be able to continue representing the late Queen and living in the United Kingdom in a part-time capacity after they made the decision to step aside from their roles as full-time working royals. Despite this, the royal family swiftly came to the conclusion that this paradigm of half in, half out would not be successful, and they chose to make a complete split with the situation, which included the removal of their police security. During the time that their security team was pulled, borders were closing as a result of the expanding COVID pandemic. Additionally, the couple's whereabouts had been revealed, which left them feeling unsafe and requiring them to find a safe haven as quickly as possible. In the end, Harry and Meghan discovered this surprise in the form of an unanticipated new friend, the filmmaker Tyler Perry, who provided them with a home to stay as well as a special security detail. The Hollywood mogul then gave the couple a housewarming gift that was quite generous and had a special significance behind it. This gift was given to the couple after they had finally found their own home. According to an interview that the Duchess of Sussex gave to The Cut magazine around the time that she was beginning her Archetypes podcast, the special present was a grand piano that arrived with a message that read, "Write the soundtrack for your life." The piano is currently located in the main room of the property that Harry and Meghan have in Montecito. It was immediately apparent that Perry was generous toward the couple from the moment he initiated contact with them, which was around the time of their wedding in 2018, when he offered support to them in the event that they ever required it, despite the fact that he had never met the couple. In the year 2020, when the couple was left without a safe place to live, they ultimately reached out to the Hollywood mogul, who promptly offered them his Beverly Hills property as well as professional security. In her shocking interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021, Meghan stated that this had provided them with the much-needed breathing room to establish their footing as a family and decide out what their next steps would be before moving forward. Perry has been open and honest about the reasons he decided to assist the couple, despite the fact that he was not familiar with them, and he has shown his support for them on several occasions. "What I know about the two of them, and I wish the world knew, is how much these two individuals love each other," he said in an interview with the Today Show. "Everything I know about them is that they adore each other." Despite the fact that there were numerous obstacles that prevented them from discovering each other, they were able to locate one another anyway. "I wanted to do everything in my power to show my support for them since the love that they have for one another is so profoundly beautiful." A journalist has asserted that the rift will be tough to fix between Prince William and Prince Harry, in the midst of suggestions that King Charles may attempt to make up with his youngest son. According to reports, Charles has reportedly gained spiritual nutrition from his conversations with religious leaders, and it is possible that he is now more open to the possibility of reconciling with Harry. Be mindful of the fact that King Charles is a very religious person. According to Nigel Nelson, who spoke with GB News, he has been like his mother his entire life. Nelson continued by saying, "At this point, we are not entirely certain where the spiritual nourishment is coming from, if it is the spiritual food that the Church provides." Forgiveness is a topic that is heavily emphasized in the guidance that typically comes from the Church of England, for example. Allow Harry to be forgiven, and bring him back into the fold. There is a lack of clarity in this narrative regarding the origin of the spiritual guidance that is being provided. Following that, Nelson proceeded to discuss the ongoing conflict between Harry and William. One of the things that he stated was, that rift sounds like one that is going to be very tough to bridge. Who would be in a better position to fix it than their father, assuming that it is something that can be fixed? In the event that this were to actually take place, I believe that we would all agree that it would be an incredible opportunity for Harry to return to that family and once again be a member of that family. It is a win-win situation for both of us, as Harry also needs to get his act together, he concluded. It was recently disclosed in an article published in the Sunday Times that Prince William does not want Harry to be present for his coronation. It is only after the passing of William's father that he will be crowned. One of Charles' associates, on the other hand, pointed out that even if William does not wish to reconcile with Harry, the king might be interested in doing so.